Hey everyone, so today we're going to be doing part 6 of our beginners for Creo section. We're going to do a threaded rod today, as I promised in my previous video. So if you like my videos and it works, hit that like and subscribe button, and you will see all these cool videos and tips and tricks for Creo. So go do that quickly and then we can proceed. Okay, so what we need so that we can start with this is obviously a rod first. So I'm going to hit a nice little 10mm round bar. Okay, 10. Okay, and there's our sketch. We're going to extrude our sketch symmetrically at 100 mils, 100 millimeters. This is just for display purposes today. Okay, so now we have our threaded rod. Okay, so to cut a thread, as I've said before, just this could be for display, this could be for engineering, it could be just to show your boss that you're not just drawing odd round bars. So what we're going to do is we're going to go insert, helical sweep, cut. Okay, now what we're going to do, right-handed thread or left-handed thread, depending which one you want. Say done. We're going to select the plane. Okay. I'm going to set default. Okay. Now, what I need to do before I draw my profile for my actual size of my thread and we are going to sketch references, because if we don't have references, we're definitely going to struggle with this. So, okay, there's our references. Now, as per our other helical sweep that we did in the previous video, rule number 1, we need a center line. Okay, center line, there she is. Okay, now we are going to click the line function. We are going to click where we want our helical sweep to start, and we are going to click where we want our helical sweep to end. Okay, select. Now I'm going to say okay. It's going to ask me my pitch, so I'm going to make my pitch 1.5. Then, as you saw in our previous video of the helical sweep, that's going to give you crosshairs, as I like to call them, where you are going to draw your section. So what are we going to do? We're going to take our line, we're going to draw like this, depending on the style of your thread. I mean, it could be a square thread, it could be, I don't know, it could be a round thread, depending on what you're engineering. So we're going to make this 1.5. Okay, I'm going to make the depth of my thread 1.5. We are going to make the length of our triangle, the sides, the same length, so equal length, with our equal length feature. Isn't that so nifty, so helpful? So we don't have to struggle and measure and carry on. Okay, so now we've got our section. Okay, what do we do now? We say okay. We are going to cut away. Do you want to cut away that part of the thread, or do you want to cut away this part? So obviously we want to cut away this because we want to end up with this. So if I say flip, it's going to take away the excess material and only leave me with what I've cut out here. So that's obviously the opposite of what we want to do, but we'll run through that in a minute. So let's say our normal thing, say okay, we say preview, and that is what your thread is going to look like. Okay, now again, if there's anything I want to change, and this is now, normally I would say to say okay, and then we go edit definition, and you go back, which we can also do. But now, seeing as you did preview, now you can easily go back and change this. So we can change pitch. So we can make it now, say 3 mil instead. Okay. Now you've got a semi square thread almost, if I can call it that. But you've changed the pitch now. So we can always change back, click, define 1.5, preview. Okay. Sometimes if it's not displaying correctly, you can just zoom in, zoom out, and it will change the display. Okay, I'm going to say okay, because we are happy with that thread. Okay, so there's your threaded rod, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see there. Simple, easy, just the way you want it. Okay, but now say we wanted a square thread. So again, we're going to click there, right click, edit definition, and that's the extrusion, sorry. That was if I wanted to edit the length of the extrusion. Actually we can do that anyway, because if I change, I'll show you now. If we change the length now, because of our references, and that's another reason to use your references, if I change this to 75, it's actually going to just change the length of the rod. It won't take away the extrusion. As you can see, there's still the threaded rod with the cutout and everything, just shorter. So now it's 75 mils. So again, we go edit definition, we go back, we make it 100 again, and it will pop up back at 100 again. So because we referenced on the edges of the round bar, as I did with my references, and I drew my line point to point, if I change the length of my extrusion, it will change the length of my helical sweep, because it's not a sketch, it is a trajectory, if that makes sense. So if you change the trajectory but your pitch is still the same and your profile is still the same, then it will remain like that. So okay, if we now want a square thread, we're going to click here, we're going to right click, we're going to edit definition, we're going to say section, define. Obviously we're going to take this now and we're going to turn this into a square thread if we want a square thread. So do that, and that. Okay, we are going to, just another tip by the way, on your sketch feature you have these two little buttons at the top here. If you select these, it will show you a open point, and it will show you if your extrusion is not a complete set, so, or a complete closed feature. If there's any loose ended lines, it will show you, and it will show you if it's open. So I'll show you now. If I click here and I push delete, see it shows me there that that line does not have a connection. So once I click delete on that one, you'll see the block will actually highlight. There we go. So that is how we know that our block is complete. So this works for your extrusions, anything to do with Sketcher. Basically, if you're going to use a full, if you're going to extrude it or cut a hole or something like that, it's not gonna work unless it's got this highlighted block like that. It will not extrude without that highlighted block. Okay, so that's our new square section. But now, because we've done that, we're gonna have to change the pitch. So we are gonna say pitch, because a square thread will not be 1.5, because then there will be nothing left. So, because then there won't be a triangle to have left. It'll just be a smaller threaded rod, or a smaller round bar. So let's see our square thread here. There we go. Voila. Simple, easy, ladies and gentlemen. So it works very similar to our normal sweep, except this is a cut. So you're actually cutting away your material. Yeah, very simple, easy to use, looks cool, does the job. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, well, that is our helical sweep cut for your threaded rods and so on. So as you can see, it works very well. Obviously you can draw your bolt head on there. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Go like and subscribe this video, and you will see a lot more tips like this. I know this was not an in-depth one like we've been doing, but I promise you the next one will be. I just wanted to show you guys this cool feature that I do actually enjoy this feature quite a bit. It is a very, very nifty little feature, and obviously I like the finish. So again, please subscribe, go like the video, share, comment if you have any questions, or if you need anything from me. I'm here to help, and have a great evening, guys. Cheers.